Hello and welcome to Miner Does an Age of Empires 2 the Conquerors bonus and statistics guide. I had to change the name slightly just because I needed to include statistics in as well, because I've received a few requests for people to they asked me if I could do a statistics thingy as well to show what all the statistics mean on here. And it's just something very simple. This is only going to be a short video, so let's just get a few more of these villagers up here as well, because I just need a bit more food to get to the feudal age. So I'm just playing a random game at the moment, but if we look here, I've just got the bog standard militia, and you can see here 40/40. Now what that means is he has 40 health out of a maximum 40, so he could go down to let's try and find a wolf somewhere. Yeah, if I send him down here, he will attack that wolf, and obviously that wolf, with however many attack it has, will hurt him. Now, this militia will attack and deal 4 hit points each time he hits the wolf. But of course the wolf could have some armour himself. So you can see here his health is going down by 3. So that wolf will deal 3 amount of attack. And you just saw the wolf's health there go from 5 to 1, which shows that he didn't have any armour, and the militia dealt 4 attack at once. Now here's is the armour, so 0/1. So the 0, the first number, represents the melee armour. So for example, if I had a militia fighting a militia, they would have no health, no armour against each other. If I had, for example, a champion, which is the last upgrade of this militia, the champion has 1/1 armour, and therefore if a militia attacked a champion, the militia wouldn't deal 4 attack, he would only deal 3 attack, because it's the 4 minus the 1 armour of the champion to get to 3. Now if I just go up to the feudal age, there's one more thing to show you in terms of these stats, and that is the range. Now you can see, I think this would probably be the best way to describe it. You've got one gold mine here, another here, here and here. So if I had a unit standing at this end of the gold mine, he would need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 range to attack someone that's standing on the other end of the gold mine. And this mining camp here is actually 2 squares. You've got 1 square here and another one there. And let's say I have, these houses, they are a 2x2 square as well. So I would need, if someone was here and they wanted to attack someone over here, they would need 1, 2, 3 range. So this barracks, for example, is 3 squares. You've got sort of 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. It's a bit difficult to show with things like barracks, but the town centre, that has 4 range. So let's get all these villagers here, and now that I'm in the feudal age, I can get an archer out. Now the other thing to show actually with the armour is that the first one, as I said, was melee armour against units that have like a sword, for example, and they hit the enemy. This other one, come back here, it's level used too. This one here is pierce armour, and that's the amount of hit points, amount of armour that they have against things like arrows. So archers, skirmishers, cavalry archers, Chukonus. If they had 5 attack, the militia would only take 4, because he's got 1 pierce armour. And let's get you creating a barracks as well, blacksmith. So that archer currently has 4 range. So if the archer was standing here and he wanted to attack someone that was here, he wouldn't be able to, because he needs 5 range. You can see down there it says 4. So now I've got this blacksmith. You can get extra range, attack and armour from the blacksmith. And once this is upgraded, I'll show you just a little something else. There we go, can't be bothered. So along the top is the melee stuff. So the top left here is the infantry and cavalry attack. So that hit there, add 1 infantry to cavalry and infantry. So if I get that, you'll see that the militia will have 4 plus 1. The one in the top middle is the infantry armour. So this infantry would have 0 plus 1 slash 1. And actually let's just... I'm sure I've got enough... not enough food. Okay, let's take chimneys. There we go. Right. So, if I go to the cartellation, you can see a bit easier. Anyway, so yes, the top left one I got, and you can see 4 plus 1. So now instead of dealing 4 attack, the militia will deal 5 attack to the enemy. This left top middle one, you can see it says plus 1 plus 1p infantry armour. That P stands for pierce. So I got that, and it says 0 plus 1 slash 1 plus 1. So before he had 0, 1 armour, now he has 1, 2 armour. Top left here is for cavalry. So where's my scout cavalry? There you go, you can see 0 plus 1 slash 2 plus 1. So he's actually got 1, 3 armour. This one here, this square, will be for range. So that will be for anything to do with archers and anything to do with towers and castles, not town centres though. And so here, because I am the Britons, I get an extra range in the castle age, but if I wasn't the Britons, it would be 4 plus 1. So he would now have 5 range, and he would be able to attack someone that's here if he was standing here. And then finally this bottom right one here is the armour for archers. So now he has 0 plus 1 slash 0 plus 1. So he now has 1, 1 armour. So of course getting things from the blacksmith is very useful. I mean, for example, if I had a champion that was fully upgraded, that champion would have it would be 4 slash 4 armour. So if I was fighting a militia without any extra upgrades, the militia would only have 4 attack, but due to the way the game works, he would only deal 1 attack against me. So the general gist is that we have here the hit points. This number on the right is how many he's got overall, and this one on the left is how many hit points he has at the moment. So obviously when he gets down to 1, he's very low on health, and any more hit will just kill him. This here is the attack, and when it says the plus and then a number, that is what what do you call it? How many upgrades he has got, either from blacksmith or any other technologies that there might be. Then you have the armour, and the plus number will be what armour upgrades he has. And then you also have the range, and so the first number is the natural range that they start off with, and then plus the extra number that they might have. One other thing is, you can see here it says 0 slash 15 on town centres, and it will say something very similar to towers. So if I just get a tower built, and that 15 is the number of people that the building can have garrisoned inside. So I can get 15 villagers garrisoned inside this town centre. No more, just 15. This watchtower, however, will only have 5. So I've got 6 villagers here. So you can see it says the building is full, and I've got 1 villager left over because I've got 5 in there. With buildings like barracks, archery range, docks, stables, siege workshops, it does say 0 out of 10, but I can't garrison a unit in there. The unit can only be garrisoned inside when they spawn inside. So for example, this militia is about to be created, and you can see it's got a couple of flags there. The same occurs here. You've got that flag at the top. Let's just get you doing something. And so I can ungarrison him, but I can't garrison him again. The castle has 20 people max that it can hold, and they can go in and out without any problem at all. Siege units, however, cannot be garrisoned inside a castle. So, for example, if I just get this, let's come on, castle and a siege workshop. So siege workshop, I can have a battering ram garrisoned inside. Can't get it garrisoned back inside, but I can't garrison it inside the castle either. And the same occurs for trebuchets. So from the castle, every civilization can get the trebuchet. Let's get some more wood. So, oh no, just some more gold as well actually. I'm going to say Aegis castle. So I can garrison the trebuchet inside when it spawns, but if I get the trebuchet out, I can't garrison it inside. However, if I was to create a longbowman, there we go. There's my longbowman. I can garrison the longbowman inside, and there you can see it has 20. With also with the castle, you can see it has a brackets 4, and that is the extra attack it does for you know, if it was to attack an enemy. So for example, if I create all these longbowmen, generally speaking with most civilizations, if you have an archer unit garrisoned inside a castle or even a watchtower, they will have extra attack. So you can see there it says 13. Before it was 4, now it's 13. So if I send them all into this watchtower, it says 5 + 1 brackets 4. I believe that's all the statistics to show. I hope this was useful. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next part. I forgot just to say one last thing, and that is what this final one for the villagers. Now you can see here it says 9, and it's a pile of wood there, and that just says that the villager is holding 9 wood. You can get upgrades from the town centre like wheelbarrow, or there are other upgrades. Gosh, okay, other upgrades that can allow the villager to hold more. So wheelbarrow will allow them to hold 13, I think it is. But anyway, that 9 is there, and if they are holding wood, they can't then go and pick up you know, stone as well. They will drop the wood, and that can't be regathered. Once they get to 10, or however the limit is, they will go back to the nearest stockpile building. So for wood, it will be the lumber camp. For gold and stone, it will be the mining camp. You can have mill for food, or they can stockpile them at the town centre. So if I show you the villager here, you can see it's a nice pile of gold, and it's increasing as she is mining. And you can get upgrades here, same from the mill and lumber camp as well, to increase the speed that they will mine, chop or gather food. Got up here someone doing stone, and you can see it's a stone block, and that is increasing, and then it will go to 10, and it will go back down and start again at 1. Now this villager here, the thing is with any food, even if it's a farm where, you know, they'd gather wheat or even gather forage bushes, it will always show it as a piece of meat. And you can see in the top here you've got wood, food, gold and stone. And one final other thing really just to show you is here is the population. So you have 33/40. So if I was to create a house holds 5 people, town centre holds 10 people, no 5 people, or in some civilization it is 10 or even 15 I think in one civilization, and you can see there 40 up to 45, and a castle holds 20 population. So if I got to 45 people, I would have to create another building before I can create any more units. That is the actual end. I don't think there's anything more I can say. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next part. Oh, there's the mill, and that's the upgrade for the mill. See you later.